Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working on 22.4K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really good promos to check out, and yeah, we'll hop into here. Busy slate today. Starting with a doubleheader, we've got the Minnesota Twins versus the Boston Red Sox. Minnesota opening up as road favorites at -135. Boston +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Twins coming into this matchup 81-73. Boston 76-77. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA at 3.84. Pitching for Boston is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.43. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pivetta, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Minnesota coming off a Boston win, 4-2. Boston been a real struggle. 3-7 in their last 10 right now. Yeah, haven't really played well. Lopez been a little bit better than Pivetta here lately, but yeah, Boston just on a bad stretch right now, and I don't know. Minnesota looked good yesterday. I like them in game 1 of the doubleheader today with Lopez on the mound. Second matchup, we've got the Minnesota Twins versus the Boston Red Sox. Both teams for game 2, they are minus, it's a pick'em scenario, -110 with the over-under at, let's see, with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Twins is Zebby Matthews with an ERA of 6.30. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Boston is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 4.19. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Both pitchers giving up runs here. Matthews coming off a decent game, but his other games he gave up 2, 4, and 9. So both pitchers not really pitching that well. Yeah, listen, I don't love doubleheaders. They're probably the worst thing, I think. You just don't know what you're going to get from game 1 to game 2. So I just like doubling down on one team for a doubleheader, unless there's a crazy pitching advantage, which in this matchup there isn't. Rolling with the Twins in game 1 and game 2 today. Next matchup, we've got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus Cincinnati Reds. Pirates opening up as road favorites at -120. The Reds +100 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 72-83. The Reds 76-80. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA of 2.07. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 2.83. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Green, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Pittsburgh coming off a Reds loss. Back-to-back Reds losses, losing 7-1 and 8-3. Yeah, love Paul Skeens on the mound here. That's really the only advantage they have in this matchup is Paul Skeens, who's been pitching excellent. Green coming off good starts too, but yeah, you saw last time Skeens was on the mound, they lost 4-0. Didn't have any offense last time he pitched. I think Pittsburgh bounces back only because Paul Skeens. Hopefully the offense can show up a little bit today, get him a nice win. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Pirates on the road today. Next matchup, we get the Detroit Tigers versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -135. Detroit +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 81-74. Baltimore 86-69. Pitching for Detroit is Keeter Montero with an ERA of 4.86. Pitching for Baltimore is Albert Suarez with an ERA of 3.60. Montero, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Detroit coming off a Baltimore win. Yeah, both teams splitting a game so far in this series. Detroit, 1-5 on the road against Baltimore, 4-9 against Baltimore, where they have struggled here. Montero coming off back-to-back 0-run games. His last start was actually against Baltimore. Looked very good in that matchup there. Yeah, I don't know what kind of Detroit team we're going to get today. Are we going to get the one that lost 7-1 or the one that won 6-4? Because they got a great pitching. Got great pitching today. Suarez, he's been kind of bad here lately, giving up 11 runs in 3 starts. I'm gonna do it. Maybe it's a trap, but I like Montero coming off 2 really great starts. Give me Detroit plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Miami Marlins. Braves opening up as road favorites at -200. Miami plus 160 with the over/under at 8.5. Braves coming into this matchup 84-71. Marlins 57-98. Pitching for the Braves is Grant Holmes with an ERA of 3.84. Pitching for the Marlins is Darren McCann with an ERA of 7.64. Holmes, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. McCann, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Braves coming off a Miami win yesterday, 6-2. They are 7-3 against Miami, so they've been good head-to-head here. Holmes has been the better of the 2. McCann, he's had some bad starts on the mound here. Hasn't really looked that good. I think I got to take the Braves on the road in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's check the lines. Yeah, for whatever reason, the line is... I cannot find the line at all in this game. I don't even understand it, but I can't find the line. So, kind of strange. But I got the pitching, though, which is weird. But, pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.16. Pitching for the Rays is Shane Baz with an ERA of 3.21. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Baz, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Toronto losing back-to-back games against Tampa Bay. They've covered both. I'm sorry, they did lose. They were favorites in the first one, but they did get the cover last game. Tampa Bay on a little 3-game winning streak here. Toronto just 1-4 against Tampa. You know, haven't been the best head-to-head here. Haven't really, neither team's really done anything in the series. It's been a very low-scoring affair. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I mean, this is the matchup I'm not in love with. Can't find the line, which already gives off bad vibes about this matchup. I'm going to take Toronto. I just have a feeling they're probably going to be slight dogs today whenever this line gets released. Yeah, give me Toronto plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -270. Angels plus 220 with the over-under at 8.5. Angels coming into this matchup 62-93. Houston 85-70. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.21. Pitching for the Astros is Spencer Arrighetti with an ERA of 5.07. Pitching for the Canning, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and 6 strikeouts. Coming off a great game, but his last game prior, he gave up 9 runs. Arrighetti, he's coming off back-to-back 2-run games. Angels, they've dropped 3 straight to Houston. Houston's played very well in this series. Angels 0-6 against Houston. 1-4 on the road against Houston, where they've really struggled here. Canning had some bad games this year, but yeah, Houston been dominating this series. I gotta take the Astros at home today. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -120. Arizona +100 with the over/under at 8.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 87-68. The Brewers 88-67. Pitching for Arizona is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 5.75. Pitching for the Brewers is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.50. Montgomery, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Montas, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Arizona, 3 straight wins against the Brewers here. They looked really good this series. 4-1 against the Brewers, 6-0 on the road against the Brewers, where they've been really good here. Both pitchers giving up runs here, so I'm in love with the pitching matchup on either end. And Arizona getting plus money. They've dominated the series. Give me Arizona +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Kansas City Royals. Giants opening up as road favorites at -115. The Royals -105 with the over/under at 7.5. Giants coming into this matchup 76-79. The Royals 82-73. Pitching for the Giants is Blake Snell with an ERA of 3.31. Pitching for the Royals is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 3.10. Snell, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 12 strikeouts. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Snell coming off really good starts here, only giving up 2 runs in 3 starts. Giants back-to-back wins against the Royals. They're on a 6-game losing streak. Horrible stretch from the Royals. Not sure what's happening with them. Giants 6-1 on the road, where they've played very well. Royals 0-5 at home. I mean, they're just on a very bad stretch, and I don't really want any part of a team that's playing just horribly. And I think I got to take the Giants on the road today with Snell on the mound. Next matchup, we've got the Cleveland Guardians versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -115. The Cardinals -105 with the over/under at 7.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 90-66. The Cardinals 78-77. Pitching for the Guardians is Gavin Williams with an ERA of 5.12. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 3.87. Williams, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Palante, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Cleveland coming off the St. Louis loss yesterday. Cleveland is 4-2 against St. Louis. I mean, they've been good head-to-head. Both teams splitting a game so far. Man, both pitchers up a lot of runs here. Palante's given up 8 in his last 3. Williams has given up 10. Don't love the pitching today. So I think I'm going to take a shot with the dog, and I'll take the Cardinals +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -190. Washington +155 with the over/under at 7.5. Washington coming into this matchup 69-86. The Cubs 79-76. Pitching for the Nationals is Jake Irvin with an ERA of 4.07. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga with an ERA of 3.03. Irvin, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Imanaga, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Washington coming off a Cubs win. Washington is just 1-7 against the Cubs, 1-4 on the road against the Cubs, where they've really struggled here. And yeah, I like the Cubs to bounce back today, and I'm gonna take the Cubs at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Texas Rangers. Seattle opening up as road favorites at -125. The Rangers plus 105 with the over-under at 8. Seattle coming into this matchup 80 and 75. The Rangers 73 and 82. Pitching for Seattle is Brian Wu with an ERA of 2.85. Pitching for the Rangers is Andrew Heaney with an ERA of 3.89. Wu, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Definitely coming off one of his worst starts of the season here. Heaney, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Seattle on a 3-game winning streak. Back-to-back wins against the Rangers, putting up 8 runs in both games. Seattle 5-0 against the Rangers, 4-1 on the road against the Rangers here. Yeah, they've looked good. Wu's been better overall than Heaney. Yeah, give me the Mariners on the road today. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Oakland Athletics. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 180. Oakland plus 150 with the over-under at 8.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 91 and 64. Oakland 67 and 88. Pitching for the Yankees is Lewis Gill with an ERA at 3.14. Pitching for Oakland is Joey Estes with an ERA of 4.78. Gill, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Estes, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 6 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Yeah, Estes coming off some bad starts. He's given up 12 runs in 3 starts here. Gill's only given up 2. Yankees back-to-back wins against Oakland, shutting them out yesterday 10-0. Yeah, they're 4-1 against Oakland, 4-1 on the road against Oakland, where they've been really good. Love Gill on the mound today. Give me the Yankees on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 320. The White Sox plus 260 with the over-under at 7.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 36 and 119. Padres 89 and 66. Pitching for the White Sox is Sean Burke with an ERA of 2.25. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 3.21. Burke's only pitched once this season, pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Darvish, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The White Sox on a 4-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Padre losses here. Padres look good in this series, playing very well, 8-2 in their last 10. The White Sox 0-5 against the Padres, where they've been really bad here. I'd like Darvish on the mound. I think the White Sox have a chance at history today, or to tie it, or to break the record for the most losses in a season. So yeah, I'm going to ride with that, and give me the Padres at home. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at minus 350. Colorado plus 280 with the over-under at 8.5. Colorado coming into this matchup 60 and 95. The Dodgers 92 and 63. Pitching for the Rockies is Antonio Senzatella with an ERA of 6.0. Pitching for the Dodgers is Yoshinobu Yamamoto with an ERA of 2.74. Senzatella, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Yamamoto, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Colorado coming off a Dodgers win. Big upset win for the Rockies yesterday, winning 6-3. Despite them being just 2-10 on the road against the Dodgers and 2-6 straight up against the Dodgers here. Yeah, Senzatella's only pitched once this season. Gave up the 2 runs here. But Yamamoto, been very good. Only given up 1 run in 3 starts here. He's been excellent. I expect a big bounce back from the Dodgers with Yamamoto on the mound. And I'll take the Dodgers at home today. Then the last matchup, we've got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the New York Mets. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 160. The Mets plus 135 with the over-under at 7. Phillies coming into this matchup 92 and 63. The Mets 86 and 69. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.56. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Meckel with an ERA of 3.95. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Megal, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Megal coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. Phillies, I mean, what a hard series to cover. You got the Mets winning game 1, Phillies dominating game 2, and the Mets winning game 3. So it's looking very lopsided here, very flip-floppy. Yeah, these matchups are so hard to cover here because Wheeler's been very good on the mound this season. Very good pitching matchup on both ends. So I think I gotta take the Mets here. Plus money at home. Megal's been really good these last 2 games. Give me the Mets plus 1.5 at home today. And we'll see if it's a flip-flop. If it's a flip-flop like it has been. And that's going to be it for the video, guys. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.